What is one thing that makes all the difference? Well, I'm actually locked between two options, which is I pretty much understand the power of team and how far that has influenced where we are today. But as much as possible, I also would like to appreciate the space of knowledge. That is the ability to learn new things. Even learning about the idea of team building, it's also very, very essential and primal. And then when you think about it, I tend to learn about leadership very early, and that informs my kind of belief into team building and looking for people that I can lead. I will not deny the fact that I have wonderful people like Josh and Dan and John Wiz and Favor and likes working alongside with me, but I also we critically acknowledge the fact that it is committing ourselves to active learning and self-development and quite activity that borders around education. You know, everything that we have been able to achieve is primarily on the knowledge we have been able to acquire, and that is a critical point that we need to pay attention to here. As every transition that we have had in our business, from the one-room apartment to the floor as a learning to an entire space at Ibadan Air, it's all about learning new realities, and it's all about coming to in terms with reality apart from what is ID in our brain. So we have this ID sense of what is real, but we come to understand that in order to close the gap between what we believe is real and what reality really look like, there's a learning curve that we have to go through. Like, we can't say we have attained what reality look like, but we say the knowledge we have been able to acquire has moved us quite closer to what reality is. And it is through subjecting ourselves to constant learning that has really shaped that. You know, at the point I come in contact with the idea of strategy of preeminence, and that singular idea, that singular philosophy has done a lot to my business, has changed the trajectory of what we have today. And also, there's been awesome idea like the Pareto principle and how much we have been trying to pay attention to that. Like currently, 80% of our work are free, and it's only 20% that actually bring in the revenue, and that's paying attention to the Pareto, or what they call the power law. So, quite importantly, I would say much of what has really transformed us, much of what has really shaped us, is the idea of paying attention to what others as concrete, as knowledge. So if I'm being asked, I think I will still put my vote on infinite learning, on the idea of we constantly improving ourselves and changing our A game every now and then as the most critical factor that has built up to this point. So at different point in time, I see the fact that what make those changes to happen is actually learning a new reality that shapes the core of what we used to believe in. All of this has greatly shaped how I've been able to build the business, work with others, develop leaders, everything. Because I kind of believe in the idea that my parents have not run this kind of business before. I do not grow up in an environment where I have an active mentorship that can actually grow me into all this. So I think the really big thing that we should appreciate here is the idea of infinite learning. And I think that's where I really have to put my vote. And that's it for today. I remain Timmy, and this is Unscripted. Thank you.